what a day that was then. I tell you what, like Liverpool walk away Carabao Cup winners. It's the morning after the night before. Incredible day yesterday. Just a long, messy day, but it was absolutely superb, wasn't it? I think, you know, the Reds are absolutely mustard. They lift another trophy. And what does that mean for us? Obviously, for Queven Kelleher, it means a lot. He gets to have his name written on that wall in the training centre with all the goalkeepers who've won something for Liverpool Football Club, joining the likes of Alisson and Adrian and everyone who's gone before. And it was such a great way to win a cup final as well, wasn't it? The fact that, for me, every one of those 11 players who took a penalty, who was on the pitch at the end of the game, got to step up and in some way they're a part of it. You know, not only did they play in the game, but they also did their bit when it mattered most in the penalty shootout. So that's absolutely superb. I'm in a hotel in London now. I'm a little bit worse for wear, to be honest with you. Anyone who will have seen me in the liquor station before the game or in the ground will kind of understand that had a few beers, and rightfully so. We all deserve to have a release, don't we, when Liverpool go to a cup final? In fact, we just deserve to have a release, whether they're in a cup final or not, because that is part of football culture in this sort of country. And I get to look back now and talk about the game a little bit, but also what that means for the future of this Liverpool side this season. And for me, you know, what Liverpool have done there is they've put a marker down to the rest of the league. They've said to everybody that we know how to win things, and we've checked off one of our 4 major ambitions this season. Obviously, we put the pressure on Manchester City last week by winning against Leeds. You could see by the release of emotion from when Phil Foden scored against Everton that they feel the pressure now, and Liverpool needed to keep that momentum going. Obviously, they dropped points last weekend. We capitalise on that by winning our game in hand against Leeds midweek, and then you could see Manchester City feeling the pressure, feeling the Reds breathing down their necks, as it were. And we go against Chelsea, a good Chelsea side, a stoic Chelsea side, a side that's difficult to score against. You know, we make our changes. They made their changes. Jurgen put his trust and his faith in Queven Kelleher, and the young Irishman stepped up to the plate when needed, you know, slotted that penalty. And as I say, each and every one of them did brilliantly to hit a good penalty, to score under the maximum amount of pressure that you're going to get in a red shirt, in a cup final, in a penalty shootout. It's just absolutely superb. You can hear my voice is a little bit hoarse. I'm a little bit, I say, worse for wear. My arm's starting to hurt already after about 2 minutes of just being holding my phone up and stuff. But I've got to think about what this means for the rest of the season. And right now I'm looking at it and thinking that Liverpool Football Club can go on and do whatever they want to do. We know how to win things in difficult circumstances, and that just sort of sets us up. As I say, it keeps the momentum going. It keeps us pushing Manchester City. You know, this was their trophy. We've taken that from them. That's stage one. You know, the Premier League, as it stands right now, is their trophy. Let's take that from them. They got no rights whatsoever on the European Cup. That is very much ours in an English club sense. So we know that we need to go forwards and try and win that as well. The FA Cup, big game against Norwich midweek. Can we go on and kick on from here? Because that's what I want Liverpool to do now. Use this as a catalyst to more success. You saw the way that Liverpool players were sort of dancing around, and Pep Linders, and they were loving it, and they're going to get greedy for that. They're going to be like a crack fiend, wanting more and more, because that's what happens when you win trophies. They can finally, I think, lay the ghosts of last season to rest, and that's what Liverpool needed to do. They've come through all of those injuries. They've got the biggest centre-half and the best centre-half in the world back, and he's firing on all cylinders. Not only that, you've got a Joel Matip alongside him, Ibu Konate, who's having an absolutely stellar start to a Liverpool career. Talking of stellar starts to a Liverpool career, Luis Diaz, 28 days he's been at the football club. He's won a trophy in those 28 days. That's absolutely superb. But you saw what it meant to not only the lads that started or finished on the pitch last night, you know, big performances and big penalty by James Milner as well, but also the lads like Kostas Tsimikas celebrating in front of those fans. They want more of that. And not only did they want more, but the people who started the game, the people who finished the game, the people who've been a massive part of this squad for the last few years, they need more of it. And that's the difference right now. Liverpool need these successes. These players need these successes. So what does that mean for the Champions League? Well, We're in a good position in the Champions League already. We've got to go and finish the job against Inter Milan shortly. But the big one now is just putting that pressure on Manchester City each and every single week and seeing whether that Manchester City squad, as good as it is, can hold up to the pressure that Liverpool Football Club are going to put on them each and every week. To just know that we're going to be there, that is exactly what I needed. And, you know, for Jurgen Klopp and for the coaching staff and everybody else involved, this sort of invigorates them or reinvigorates them if they needed it, because now they, just like the Liverpool players, they want more. So can Liverpool go and achieve more this season? This is the precursor, I believe, for everything that Liverpool are going to do this season. That's the one where you go, yes. It could have worked either way. The narrative could have been, look, we lose that game against the good Chelsea side and you kick on from there, but winning it is so much better. And you can see what it meant to the fans. You know, I met so many people yesterday, like, came up to me after the game, in fact, saying, look, I can't get to every home game, but I managed to get to see this game. And you could just see the excitement and what it meant to him after the game. And to see Liverpool Football Club lift the trophy, whether you're in the stadium or you're watching and supporting from home, that's what it means to all of us. We are like them. We want more each and every week. And this Liverpool side, I believe, can go on and do that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. As I say, voice is a little bit croaky, head's a little bit sore. Big drive home now, but I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Liverpool Football Club, for being the best team in the land. And I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.